once again, me. I start off just about every video with something like, once again, it's me, or hi again, or something like that. You might have noticed. Also might have noticed that braces are off, and yeah, that was the exciting factor of my day, was getting my braces off. And despite the fact that everybody who has had braces told me that it hurts like bugger when you get them off, nope. It didn't hurt, like, at all. It's, hey, they're off. Cool. It's not really that exciting. It was kind of anticlimactic. The impressions sucked, however. That is the absolute worst part of any orthodontia ever, is getting impressions. They just suck, and a little metal tray gets pressed into your mouth, and it's disgusting, and I almost threw up. Not even kidding. I was gagging on the stupid stuff. It was awful. And now I'm supposed to clean my room, even though it is absolutely clean already. And there is no chance of me ever cleaning it more than it is now, until we are actually moving out and everything that I have is packed into boxes. No, that's the only time my room will be cleaner than this. Hate to break it to you, Mom. This is as good as it gets. So, yeah, I'm just telling you that, hey, braces are off. And since I have nothing else to do, I figured that I might review some more books, because, well, I don't really have many besides the Discworld books left remaining in my room, but since I talk about those all the time, I'm kind of hoping that I might have inspired a few of you guys to, hey, let's see what these books are that she's talking about, because she's obsessed with them. So I figured I would talk about a couple of them, because they're really fantastic. So, wait here for a moment. So I totally forgot that I packed up some of the Discworld books, and most of the ones I packed up are the oldest ones in the beginning of the series, because that's when they aren't the best. They definitely get progressively better until you get to the newest one, Unseen Academicals. It was a disappointment. I was really sad about that, actually. So I only grabbed a couple, but then I have two other ones that are by Terry Pratchett, not in the Discworld series, not taking place on Discworld, in fact. So, first of the Discworld books I'm going to show you, it's Guards. This one is one of my favorites, sort of, I don't know. Okay, so in the Discworld series, then there's like all these different mini-series that have different main characters. There's the Rincewind series. He's a wizard. If you guys have been keeping up with Poetry Time, then I wrote one of my poems about him. And then there's the witches and wizards and death. Death is great. I love death. And my favorite miniseries is the City Watch series. The main character of this series is, well, in this one, okay, the guy's name is Samuel Vimes, and in this one, he is the captain. He is the alcoholic captain of the City Watch, the Night Watch, which consists of 4 people. There's Vimes, and then there's Sergeant Colin, who's fat and cowardly, but he's funny, and there's Nobby, who carries around a certificate proving that he is human. Love Nobby, he's so funny. And then there's Carrot, who's introduced in this book, and Nobby and Colin, especially, they feature in pretty much every Discworld book that involves the main city on Discworld, Ankh-Morpork, which is gigantic, and it's a fun city. I would love to live there. But yeah, Carrot is introduced in this, and he's the young, naive one, raised by dwarves, and the long-lost heir to the throne of Ankh-Morpork. Spoiler alert. In this book, then, a dragon, like a big Draco Nobilis, I don't speak Latin, that's probably pronounced way wrong, but whatever. It means noble dragon, like, big fairy tale kind of dragon, gets summoned because a guy wants to take over the city, which you will find out about if you read this. And so it's the Night Watch fighting this dragon. It's a wonderful story, and it is the introductory book to the entire other miniseries, like the rest of this miniseries, which is my favorite because it's funny, and Bond is super sarcastic and cynical and amazing. I love him. He's like awesome. So guards, read it, boo. This one is called Moving Pictures. This is not a part of any miniseries, except partly the Wizards. The Wizards are so funny. They're at the Wizard University in Ankh-Morpork, which is called Unseen University. And they're really funny. They're hold on, I want to find something. Hold on, I know that I can find it. Okay, the school's motto is, I don't know how to read that, but it means now you see it, now you don't, because they're wizards, haha. But anyway, this is about the introduction of moving pictures onto the Discworld, and it's hilarious. And it involves creatures breaking through from the dungeon dimensions, which is where all the bad things live that are outside of reality and whatever. It's a pretty good book. It's not really my favorite, and the characters are kind of new, and main characters aren't really in any other series, mini-series, any books or anything, but it's a pretty good book. And now, to a non-Discworld book. This is Diggers. No, Treasures. Sorry. Diggers is the second one. This is a trilogy by Terry Pratchett, and it's pretty old. I think it's from like the 80s or something. And it's about gnomes. N-O-M-E-S. No G on them. They're 4 inches tall, and main character, masculine, masculine, he is the sort of leader of a very, very small gang of gnomes who live on the outside, capital O, because it's the outside. Dun, dun, dun. This is on Earth, by the way. And they, trying to escape, weather and starvation and all that stuff, find their way to a department store called Arnold Bros. And they discover that there's gnomes in there. They didn't even know that any other gnomes existed, but, well, my goodness, gnomes who don't believe that the outside is real, because they've lived in the store for generations and generations. And gnomes, they live 10 times as fast as humans do, so for them, 10 years is a really long time. So they've completely forgotten that the outside exists. And then Masculine and his group and his gang shows up, and they have this box with them. It's called The Thing. And they don't know what it is. It's just been passed down for generations. And when it's by the electricity, of the store, then they discover that, OMG, it's a computer. Not that they know what a computer is, but it tells us that's what it is. From a spaceship that was once driven by gnomes. So, the gnomes, they came to Earth from a distant planet. this is like mind-blowing to these guys. And the thing tells them that the store that they are now in is going to be demolished. So they're all like, OMG, we have to get out of here. So they pack up and leave, and it's like super cool, part of a trilogy. I think I already mentioned that. The trilogy is called the Bromeliad, I think that's how you pronounce it, Bromeliad trilogy, which are these flowers that grow in South America on trees and rainforests, and they're like gigantic flowers, and they're filled with water, and there's these frogs that live in them their entire lives. They're born in there, and they, as tadpoles, they swim in the water, and they grow up, and they catch flies in there, and they never leave. They're their own self-contained little worlds. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, that gets talked about in the second book, which is Diggers. The books in order are Truckers, Diggers, and Wings. I have all three of them, and they're wonderful. Diggers was actually the very first Terry Pratchett book that I ever read, because my uncle gave it to me for Christmas, and so I read it, and then I was like, holy freak, this guy's awesome, so I read more. This is Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, who wrote Stardust. If you guys have seen that movie, it was a really good movie. And Anansi Boys. I've never read any of his other books. Oh, he wrote Coraline too. If you guys have seen that movie, it was a good movie. But this book is about the end of the world. Armageddon. And it is freakishly hilarious. Oh my goodness. I love this book. Two of the main characters are an angel and a demon named Aziraphale and Crowley, and they're friends, which, you know, you don't really think that would work, but they are. An angel and demon, they can be buddies, right? And they don't really want the Earth to end, because they sort of like the place. So they're trying to find out where the Antichrist is, because they don't really know what happened to him. And the Antichrist, who is 11, he is living in a very small village in England called Tadfield. And I think it's very small, but whatever. His name is Adam Young, and he's just, you know, 11-year-old boy. He's pretty funny. And a significant factor in this book is a very old book from the 17th century, a book of predictions by a witch named Agnes Nutter. Nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter, witch. And they're actually accurate. So, fun stuff. I don't really know how to explain a lot of this book, except that it's hilarious and awesome, and I love Crowley and Aziraphale. They're so funny. Yeah, that's about all I have to say to you. So, I'm all smiley because my braces are gone. And my room's not going to get any more clean, so Mom, stop trying to make me. And I think I've been dancing the computer today, so when I post this, it'll probably be tomorrow, which is Wednesday, which is the day after I actually got my braces off. So, chill.